Hi there, Mark Vergier here, and this time with a game, a Lara Croft game, a new Lara Croft game, and it's available on the Apple iPad, it's available on Android, and it's also available on Windows. I'm checking out the Windows version. Okay, so what is Lara Croft? Lara Croft is a game published by Square Enix Montreal Studios. The director is Daniel Lutz, and it's part of the Tomb Raider series. It uses the Unity engine, which makes it very, very portable. It's available for Android, for iOS, for Windows and Windows Phone. And it has been out for a little over a month. It's been released on the 27th of August 2015 worldwide. It's a single player game and it's a puzzle game, and it has a very nice interface. And well, what is it? It's a turn-based puzzle video game, and it's very similar to Hitman Go, which is also a puzzle version of the franchise Hitman. And you basically move around swiping or using mouse gestures, and there's nodes connected with lines that you have to navigate, and certain nodes can be occupied by enemies. We'll take a look at how that works. So, and the visuals are just amazing. It's a very clear, almost style. Yeah, it's a very stylized, clear version. And here you can see the interconnecting lines between the nodes, and you just move around the nodes, and yeah, basically it is a turn. If you move from one node to another, you take a turn. So there's a lot of things that you can navigate. There's switches, and of course you have to find pieces of the skull and all sorts of stuff by clicking on those things. You find gems, but also pieces of artifacts, and it's very easy to miss pieces of those artifacts because they're quite hidden, and sometimes they only appear when the light hits in a certain way. But yeah, I love how it looks. I love how the graphics work, and I love that it is actually a very accessible game, and it's a game where touch actually works pretty well. In this version I'm using the mouse, but actually a touch screen works very well. This actually also works very well on my Windows 10 Acer crap tablet. The type of enemies that you encounter, well, we'll just check out in a bit. But there are snakes, lizards, and spiders, and actually, yeah, here's one of those switches that you can use, and you actually see that there are small logical puzzles. The first puzzles are actually quite easy, and the later puzzles are much more complicated. You pull the other switch, and then the piece of the bridge gets back into place, and then you have to pull a final lever in order to get to the end. And the end is indicated by that bright, shiny thing, some sort of portal almost. Here you see the bridge slide up, and then you just move over. And it's actually possible to move quite fluidly by rapidly doing swipes or mouse gestures. So this is just the basic, the beginning of the game, actually showing you bits of how it works. I find another quartz. Now you see a crack 2 nodes in front of you. If you hit that, the crack enlarges, and if you hit it again, you'll drop through it. And that's actually a mechanic that you will need to use later on in the game. Now, you will encounter lizards, snakes, giant spiders, and all these enemies have specific movement patterns. which you actually have to use to solve the puzzles. And there's also items that you can pick up, and we'll come to that in a bit. Here you can actually see, well, you move up and then you have this crack and you can only step on it once. So you move the ladder and then so you use the, oh, you don't have to use the crack. So you just move down and there's no extra pieces, I believe, so yeah, so we move on. This is just the beginning. It doesn't give away too much of the game, I guess, but it'll just show you another piece of the skull. It's fairly easy to miss, and you can actually finish the game totally missing a lot of the artifacts, but it doesn't matter. So here you can only pull one of these switches if you sit on top of them, because you have to move them with your leg. So you can move up, so you have to move that switch again. So you can move back, because if you move on, walk on that crack again, you'll drop down, but like that. So sometimes you have to use that, and you move up and pull that switch, and the thing moves up one bit, and then you can go to the exit. Yeah, I love the graphics. I love the style. I love the graphic style. So yeah, I'm moving slowly to see if there's any. Oh, look! Yes, that's your protagonist. That's the giant snake. Actually, is your big enemy in this game. It'll hunt you, and it'll come to a face-off with that dragon. And yeah, so here we come to one of the first, we actually come to the real game. There's a couple of levels, and the first level is, I believe, a snake level, where the snake is more or less your enemy. Then the next level has spiders, and the other level has lizards and boulders, or also spiders. Well, yeah, we'll see. I finished this last week or the week before on the iPad when I was away on vacation, and I had a blast playing through it. And yeah, it's very much worth picking up. It's only $4.95 or something like that. So. And this is the first real level. This is the Maze of Snakes. So here you basically encounter snakes for the most part. And there we have these extra gems. It's very easy to miss those gems, and actually it makes for quite a nice replay. You know, if you master the puzzles, you can actually go for all the extras and the specials. So these snakes, they will actually attack the node right in front of them. So if you move in front of those, they'll attack. So you can only hit them from the side or the back. So yeah, and I'm moving around to see if there's any specials. And if you swipe too low, then the start menu swipes up on Windows. So here we have two snakes, and one of them you can attack and the other one you can't. But if you attack that one, you can also attack the other one, because they can attack you, and you can just move on. So there's nothing extra, I think. No. So let's move back and exit that sub-level. More snakes. So there's actually quite a large number of snakes over here. So there's basically just one way to go about it. Yeah, like that. And then there's this thing. Yeah, that one. And now I pull the lever. because then it moves the snakes, and it probably will put one of the snakes in a position where you can attack. Yes, because now you can actually attack from the side. That one, and I think the other one, because there's no snake in front of it now. And I think I'll have to pull the lever again, because yeah, otherwise they're facing each other, so no matter what snake I will kill, they will kill me. So I find another piece of oh, that's a snake, so let's pull the lever. Snake moves back, and now I'm able to kill both of them without them attacking me, and I'm able to advance in the game. So these puzzles, oh, I don't want to rate it, don't bug me, I'm recording a video. So, okay, so here we have quite a few snakes. That one I can kill, and that one I can kill, and the other one from behind. Oh, another piece of snake. And now I probably have to pull some levers. So what does that do? Ah, it makes it possible for me to forward. Yeah, I can attack that snake. And I have to pull a lever again. Yes, I'm able to attack the other snake. And now I have to pull another lever, because I need to be able to get by that other snake. But that's not the one I need to use. The other one then. Oops. Yeah, so I can actually walk around that. Pull the lever. Snake moves, yes, and I'm able to attack it from the side. Well, these puzzles are still, you know, you know what the movements of the snakes are. If you don't, you get attacked, and you basically restart without, without loss. Will actually, yeah, it will creep up more and more. You'll encounter it more and more, and it's quite menacing the way it lurks in the background. And oh yeah, this is one of those items that you have to use and navigate. Those are saw blades. As you can see, yeah, here you can actually see the turn-based nature of the game quite well. It's quite funny, because it doesn't really feel turn-based in a restrictive way, but it is actually quite turn-based, of course. So there you have this problem with the snake, but you can actually move or get the snake and the saw blade in touch with each other, and then see what happens. Yes, so the snake gets killed. And yeah, moving back that block probably isn't the way to go. So now I have to be careful not to use that. Yeah, so I can advance. Basically that's the level, so yeah. Here's some more of these snakes. Snakes, more of these saw blades. Yeah, so basically they move around in a certain pattern, and these ones are still quite easy to navigate. Later ones, oh yeah, another gem. Later ones are much harder to navigate. And yeah, I don't want to spoil too much of the game, because I don't want to spoil too much of the puzzles. These first levels, they basically show you what. They basically show you, yeah, the turn-based nature, the specific movement patterns, and how they must be avoided. Later on in the game, there's actually boulders that you have to avoid. there's a couple of quick time events, but not many, I believe. Basically, it's just puzzles. And, yeah, you can think about them forever if you want. So yeah, let's move further. Yeah, and in the background you can actually see parts of the bits of the path that you still have to take. Another bit of the bridge is actually being formed. So let's move on. Another bit of the snake item gem. So there's actually multiple items hidden from view. Well, I think the Canadian Square Enix Montreal did an excellent job taking bits of the original Tomb Raider and incorporating them into a turn-based puzzle game, because it really works very well. And I'm actually hoping for more Tomb Raider Go episodes, actually, because I really like it. I like it a lot. Now there's this Hitman Go version of it, because its direct predecessor is Hitman Go, but it's not as mesmerizing as this game. This game pretty much has a very shift. Okay, so we're back. Yeah, I'm pulling an on-call shift, so I get called every once in a while. Yeah, so basically what is introduced in this level is actually a single use item, and that's actually the spears. So if you grab the spear, you can only use it once, and you can actually hit a creature from afar by selecting it. So now if you look at those snakes, you can't actually attack those snakes, because the node in front of it, yeah, it will attack you, so you have to use that spear over there. But you can actually move down and you can attack the other snake from the side, and then get the spear and shoot the snake, and the path is clear to exit the level. So, and here we have the next bit. So the levels are actually divided into little subsections, which is actually quite handy, because if you fail and you die, you basically restart at that subsection, so you don't always have to do the complete level. So now these puzzles begin to become a little more difficult to solve, and you have another piece of the snake, and they get more and more difficult. And yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can introduce. Yeah, this is also another spear thing. So basically you get introduced to all these new items, and you just get new creatures, and you have to learn how they move simply by trial and error, which isn't a big thing, because you just pick up where you left. So yeah, basically the premise of the game is, of course, collecting all the items and solving the puzzles. So yeah, I think I'll give it a very high mark, because I really like it. Yeah, showing you any more of this game will actually spoil it. I advise you, I implore you to go check out this game for yourself. It's only a couple of euros, couple of dollars. It's on the Android store, it's on the Microsoft store, and it's on the Apple store. And if you get very frustrated, you can actually even with an in-app purchase actually buy the solutions to the puzzles, which I probably will not I won't, how do you say that? I won't recommend, because it actually quite ruins the game. But yeah, if some puzzles may be a bit too difficult for you, you can actually basically find out how to move ahead. I didn't have to use any cheats. I just went through the game, and some of the puzzles are actually quite challenging. So yeah, I really like the game, and yeah, it's a multi-platform game. Touch actually works best with this, but also with the mouse, it also works well on Windows. So yeah, Mark signing off, and I'll be back with another video soon. Oh yeah, and I'll probably give it 9 out of 10 because it really is a very nice game, and I'm hoping for an extra level, an extra release, Lara Croft GO 2, 3. I don't care. I love it. It's great.